today is Ben Marvin. Welcome, Ben. First entrance into Poppies TV. The gaffer for this interview today. How did you see the game?
Yeah, well, it was tough out there for the boys. Like Powell was just saying, the pitch, the conditions weren't ideal. But we've got to learn to adapt. We've got to be able to do home pitch, away pitch, and it's the same for both teams. So I think the lads dug really deep, and I thought we deserved the win, Cooke. We had chances, we affected them, whereas I don't really think they affected us as much.
Just that chance, I said to Callum, that chance at the end there where Colin pulled off that good save and the rebound went to Hardy, who then snapped it by the post. That was really the only chance they had. When you consider the amount of chances that Kettering created and couldn't put away, that must be a frustrating thing. I mean, it seems to be week after week at York, take 10 minutes out of it, we're all over them.
The first what was it, 7 minutes where they scored the 2 goals. After that, I mean, we're trying to get the stats for how many times we put the ball in the box, we entered their final third, and we just couldn't put it in the net simply. And it does get frustrating, but it will come. The good thing is we're getting the chances, and then when we start putting them away, things will start turning, and look white, luck should start falling for us.
Because you've been with Coxey for quite a while with various clubs, yes?
Yes, was at Guiseley, Barrow, Mansfield. So yeah, we've been around for a good 6 years.
So Guiseley last year was fun, wasn't it?
It was. I think it was was that like a third game in, was it? And we got the win. I think that propelled us. We only lost, what was it, last season, 2 or 3 games in the 20 odd that was here. So
the aftermath was interesting. I was with Coxey at the end there, and
a few fans had a few things to say to us, which was it's part and parcel of it. Fans get passionate, and it's what you want. When the fans weren't here for how many games,
in the wrong way though, wasn't it? It wasn't exactly thrilling, but no, that's good. I mean, you're obviously involved deeply with Paul.
Yeah.
You've seen the squad change quite a bit since we've been here this season. I mean, from the first lineup, against Chelmsford City to today, it's changed quite a bit.
Yeah, we get lads in, and sometimes it doesn't always work, but that's football. Everything evolves, and it's all about getting the right pieces of the jigsaw in. You'll get so many pieces in, and then something might not work, so you get another piece in, and hopefully, I don't think we're far off, Cooke. I really don't.
No Sam Jones today, no Bickley today,
no
Chisholm.
Yeah,
Aquaid and Lewis Wilson.
Sam and Chiz, they did the warm up, so they're hopefully shouldn't be too long. Yeah, but it'd be good to get Sam. Well, both of them back. They're both good players.
Shame losing Josh Scott, going back to Mansfield. He seemed to be quite a decent player.
Yeah, he did well in his first game, didn't he? He got the 2 goals.
It's Bradford.
Yeah, but Pez has come in and he offers a different dimension. I think
he's a workhorse, isn't he?
He works really hard. He upsets defenders. He upsets the opposition.
He had some fun today, didn't he? With old Courtney Mappen Walters and Theo Street. They had a bit of a battle of the bulls, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good. But Pez is what we're all about. He stops the ball coming back. We get players round him, and he allows people like Powley and Steve-O, get Con around him, and he allows them to be able to express themselves. So
Tuesday night we're playing Nuneaton. What sort of side will we put out? Will it be a strong side, or will it be fringe players coming in, or how will Paul look at that?
Well, I mean, we had a chat about it. We've got injuries. We've got like you just mentioned.
Luke Graham, is he?
Yeah, Luke he had a little problem with his vision. It was so we'll have a chat with him to see what. Yeah, but yeah, well, look, we've got a few injuries. I think the suspensions. A couple of lads have got the booking. So, but we want to win every game. We've lost 1 in 5 now. So we're looking to keep the run going. There's high confidence. So, if we can win on Tuesday, win on Saturday, we'd be up to.
We'll go back at York again, couldn't we? If results go the way they could do.
Could be back, yeah. Put that result right.
Exactly. Thank you, Ben, for your time. Thank you for coming over. Good to have you here, and welcome to Kettering.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Welcome, Callum Powell, to Poppies TV. Your first view in front of the cameras here, and you've certainly given us some thrills on the pitch. Not today in the 0-0 draw. Not that you didn't play bad. Must have been difficult out there.
Yeah, I mean the conditions today were obviously quite difficult. Pitch was obviously a bit wet. We've had quite a bit of rain over the last week or so, but I thought we did well. We battled well, and it was hard to beat today. And I think Telford were lucky to come away with a point, to be honest.
They had that one chance at the end, didn't they, where they could save from Colin, but the rebound was put by the post by Harvey.
Yeah.
That was their only chance. But the amount of chances that we had once again, I mean, you should have had a penalty.
Yeah.
Think that was right?
Yeah, I think mine was a penalty. I mean, I got sandwiched between both players, and the ball ran through both of them. Connor's, I was right next to it. Obviously, I had the shot after. I feel that was a penalty. And then I think there was one more in the second half, and there was even the one with Pezza at the end where
he looked like he was hauled.
Yeah,
down.
he was. It looked like he was being grappled. Yeah, and obviously he gave it against him. But it's one of them where since I've been, I mean, this is only my 5th game, but there's been quite a few opportunities now where the ref probably could have give a penalty towards us, and it's been waved away. I mean, I know myself. I mean, I've probably had that's probably my 4th today now. I mean, I've had a clear one at Kidderminster. I had another one on Saturday last week, and then that one tonight. But
it must be frustrating. I don't want to talk about referees too much, but it must be frustrating when you see good decisions being turned away when you know they should be in your favour.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of them. It's part and parcel of football. You do have to kind of accept it, but at the same time, like I said, it's really frustrating. I mean, just talking about myself, because obviously I can relate to it. There was a couple of them in the second half. I think I was on a breakaway when one of their lads squared it to me, and I've kicked it past the tackle, and then he's kicked me to foul me, so I've gone onto the floor, and he said he's won the ball, but I've kicked the ball past him. There's another one as well where I've come inside and he's kicked out, and obviously I've gone to the floor and hasn't given it a foul. Then obviously the penalty, and it seems to be quite repetitive, to be honest. But it's one of them in football. You don't get the rub of the green with obviously winning the free kick or the foul or the penalty, but you'll go through a patch where you win it, all of them. So I'm quite confident of that.
You've become quite a fan's favourite with those 2 classic goals against Hereford. The second one was absolute beauty. You see, you've done that before.
Yeah, I mean, like I said to you, obviously pre the interview, that's a few times I've done that with the outside of my boot, to be honest with you. I probably scored a better one when I was at Stourbridge. It was in the 90th minute to win it. It went right in the stanchion. But that was a nice one against Hereford, and to be fair, that's what I'm about. You know, when you're playing on obviously better surfaces. Obviously the kind of player I am, but it's one of them where if you're a good player, you can play on anything, can't you? So. You
can, but it must make it incredibly difficult to play on a surface like that after playing on places like Hereford and Kidderminster, which are like bowling greens, and you come onto our surface that doesn't really give a playmaker like yourself that much freedom.
No, it doesn't, you're right, but it's one of them, there's not really any excuses, we're all in the same boat, so even when the opposition come and play here, you can still make sure that you're still the flairiest or the most creative on the surface that you're playing every week. To be fair, it's not all about me though individually, is it? It's about what we can do as a team, and obviously if collectively we're very hard to beat and we're bombarding teams, and you can see Telford here today of obviously, I could hear it that their players were telling the goalie to go down. They were saying kill the game. They're scared of us. York as well. If it weren't for the first 10 minutes at York, I think they were scared.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean? Teams are changing their formation and their personnel to play against us because we're hard to beat and hard to break down. So as long as we can keep that up, I know that I'll thrive in this team anyway. Like I already have with a few goals and assists in a few games. So.
You're forming quite a good little pairing with Pezza.
Yeah.
You seem to work well together already. How did you move actually to Kettering formally? How did it happen?
Well, basically how it worked was. I was thinking about coming in pre-season anyway, and I think we had a game against Aston Villa for Stratford, and I got injured. So for me, it was just I wanted to get my fitness back at Stratford. Got back in, and I scored about 4 goals in 4 games. And then obviously we went into lockdown, and we weren't playing. But it was one of them where I already knew that I wanted to kick back up. I mean, I've played obviously this league and the league above, played in the conference. I want to play at the highest level I possibly can. I want to show everyone, and even higher. I want to show everyone that I can be a very good player in these leagues, which I know I can, and I'm already proving so. So it was just one of them where I took the opportunity as soon as it come. I come in and train with the boys. I think we had a few games postponed through COVID or that kind of that situation, and I come in and got an opportunity to meet the lads. Trained quite a few times, obviously did well. Gaffer wanted to sign me, so yeah, that's how it come about really.
Which certainly caused us, since you've been here, 3 goals so far, all classics really. The first one at Hereford was excellent, the second one was brilliant, and then you got that assisted one against Blythe the other week. But again, good goals. And I think yes, your goals are in the goal of the month. I'm not sure how we're getting on with that at the moment, but they are
Yeah, I think both of them, both of the Hereford ones was the last game of the month. Yeah, so I think they were both in there. I think Steve O's beat me on that one. I'm not really sure how. When I watched it, it looked about 2 miles per hour left over the keeper. I think the goalie could have done better, but mine he couldn't save it, so I don't know why I'm not winning.
Thank you, Callum. That's great to have you here. Good spirit in the team, and great. Let's get some more goals in there. And I say welcome to Kettering Town.
Top man, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.